Hey, you guys, it's your girl Aquila coming straight at you from Diva-Villege. My mind, my thoughts. Today's topic is, and I've been waiting for this all day long because I've had a lot of people to question me about this. But today's topic is, he may not be your Romeo. Now, when I say he may not be your Romeo, I've had a lot of different people today that came into me and say, well, maybe she's not my Juliet either. Why does it always have to be about the man? It's not always about the man. So I'm going to bring it to you both ways so that I can discuss. Hold on, you guys. So I can discuss how both people see it because it's not always about the man. Okay, I'm going to get this started. And I know that you're at work tonight, but I always like to start out by thanking you because you're always here. You're always giving me so much support. I really appreciate it, and I really love you for this. So let's get started. He may not be your Romeo. Now, you hear all these different songs. Who is it? What's that group name? BVD. That girl is poison. And somebody else, and where they go, look at that butt. Okay, now let's get straight to the bottom of it. No job. I realize that a lot of people, they don't know what it's like to be by yourself and they can't deal with being by themselves. So since they can't deal with being by themselves, what they would do was just settle for someone else. Regardless of what's going on, regardless of how it makes them feel, they'll settle for it. Let's start out with no job. And no job can go both ways for male as well as a female. If you meet up with someone and they're not working, now there's different reasons for a person not being working, okay? One of the main reasons I would say a person could be for not working would be maybe they're sick, maybe they're out on disability, maybe there is some medical reason why they can't work. So that's the reason why they're not working. Hey, you guys, how are you? So maybe that's the reason why they're not working. But if you run into a male or female and they are not working, they have no job, they have no type of medical disability, they have nothing to bring to the table, do not settle. Why? Because you can do bad by yourself. Why have someone sitting there and they can't do anything to help you? We all go through our hard times, good times, bad times, and all in between. But if something happens to you, and you need someone to have your back, and that person doesn't have that support to have your back, what do you need that person for? Whether it's male or female, because there are a lot of females out there too. Hey, Deidre, what's going on? There are a lot of females out there. They don't want to work, and they think that men are supposed to take care of them. Ladies, wake up call. Men are not taking care of women anymore like they used to. There are more women out there working than there are men. That's like I might say, he may be cute. He may be fine and all that. But sweetheart, do not settle. We don't have to settle for that. Men also, she may be cute. She may cook. She may clean. She may do all of that. But if you lose your job, who's going to help you out? Who's going to have your back to make sure things are going right for you? No motivation, or they're always putting you down. If you meet a person and that person is continuously kicking your back in, I'm not going to say he's a bum. I'll say he's kicking your back in, or she's kicking your back in. No matter what you're doing, that person is constantly putting you down. Why do you want to be with that person? Are you that lonely? I'm not going to say desperate. I'll say lonely, afraid to be by yourself, where you feel that you have to deal and put up with nonsense like this. Absolutely not. If you're working or you're doing whatever you're doing to hold yourself down, to take care of your family, to do what needs to be done, you do not need someone that's always constantly nitpicking, whether it's male or female. You don't need anyone that's constantly nitpicking, someone that's always putting you down, someone that makes you feel like you can't do anything. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that. A lot of times we as humans, we make ourselves feel bad. I always say my strongest enemy is myself, because I'm harder on myself than anybody else is. But I say that to say that if I'm hard on myself, why do I need somebody else to be hard on me? You know what I'm saying? If I get up and say I don't want to cook or I don't want to clean, I don't need anybody telling me, oh, you don't cook, you don't clean, I already know. You know what I'm saying? So if I know this about myself, why do I need that in my life? Why do you need someone in your life to make you feel bad? Or if you're a person that have low self-esteem and you know you have low self-esteem, why do you need someone always in your face telling you different bad things about you that make you feel even worse about yourself? If you meet somebody and they're always in the street, they straight about that street life, what do you need them for? The streets are always going to be there, which is true. But what goes on in that street can make a difference about whether or not that person is going to be here or whether or not that person is not going to be here. So if you have somebody, male or female, and the only thing that they want to do is run the street, their entire life is in the street, what do you need that person for? Because it goes back to everything else that I was saying. So this person is running the street, male or female, because I've been told already today that she may not be the right person either. So if this person is constantly running the street, but this person doesn't have a job, this person is not bringing anything to the table, this person is not doing anything to help you, why are you going to settle for that person? What is that person doing that's making you feel so important or so special? Why? Because they're in the street. And I know that there are a lot of females out there, and they are attractive, what they call street power. There's no such thing as street power. So women see men and they're doing all this stuff out in the street. They call it thug life. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So some women, they get, how you say, attached to it. They get like this crazy adrenaline. They happy because now they think, okay, I got somebody. No, you don't have anybody, because you know what? Why do you want someone every time you walk out that door with that person, you got to be ducking like this right here or like this right here, thinking that something is going to happen to you? Not only that, why do you want to be bothered with somebody? He's not a doctor. He's not a fireman. He's nobody like that. And every time he walk out that door, you'll be upset and worried. Am I going to see this person again? Is this person going to make it back home safe? Okay, he's in the street. He's doing whatever he's doing. He's bringing the money in, but that's short money. And short money doesn't last. And is it worth you settling for that just for a couple of dollars? I think not. A lot of people feel that, okay, I know this guy, he has a lot of sneakers. Okay, he has a lot of sneakers. Okay, so you feel he has money. What I say to women, God bless the child that has his own. As long as a man thinks that you need him, as long as a woman thinks that you need them, they are going to treat you any kind of way that they want to, be it good or be it bad. They're going to treat you any kind of way they want to. I'll give you an example. I had a friend that I used to work with, right? And she was dating this guy. And every time they would get into an argument, he would say, okay, you know what? I'm sorry. You know what? I'm going to buy you a coat. She wanted a sheepskin coat. You work every day. You could buy your own coat. But because he kept telling her this, she kept saying, well, he must really love me because he's saying that he's going to buy me a coat. No, you're settling for it because you could have bought your own coat, because he never had any intentions of buying it anyway. If you run into people with multiple baby mamas or multiple baby daddies, okay, now, I'm not kicking anybody in the back, because if you do have different baby fathers or different baby mothers, that's on you. But one thing that I will say is this right here. You think about the situation that you're coming into. Prime example, Khloe Kardashian. Now, Khloe Kardashian is upset because her baby daddy, he allegedly messed around with her little sister's boyfriend. Best friend. Okay. Now, she's upset, but at the same time, there's this saying, the way you get them is the way you lose them. Now, if you can remember, when she first got with Tristan, he was with his son's mother and she was pregnant, but he left his son's mother to be with her. So if he does that to her, what make you think that he's not going to do the same thing to you? And there are so many women out there, they'll go, oh, he loves me. I know he's not going to do that to me. He would never leave me. Hey, Alvin, I'm glad that you're in. He would never leave me. I know he wouldn't leave me. Well, you know what? The other person was saying the exact same thing. I know he loves me. I know he's not going any place. And then you're there by yourself. And then what do? You settle. You put up with this right here because you know what's going on, but you don't want to be alone. People are afraid of being alone. So since they're afraid of being alone, they allow people to treat them ways that they don't deserve to be treated. Now, not to say that if somebody has multiple baby daddies or multiple baby mothers, not to say that they're bad people, not to say that they don't take care of their kids, not to say that they're not going to be that person for you, but you don't know that. That's why I keep telling you, everybody that you meet, he may not be your Romeo, she may not be your Juliet. So you think to yourself, okay, so I met this guy, right? He's real cute. He's fine. He worked, you know what I'm saying? He got a nice car and he's doing this and he's doing this. But he has like 4 kids and he has like 3.5 baby mamas. Then you say to yourself, do I want to be in that situation? Do you want to be in a situation where sometimes, you know, these baby mothers, they really get beyond themselves. They want to start calling you. They want to start harassing you. Do you really want to put yourself in that situation? He cute. He got a nice car. He has a whole lot. But is it worth your sanity and your peace of mind to be with this person or settle with this person just because you're afraid to be by yourself? Sometimes being by yourself is the best way to be because you can get a peace of mind. People think, okay, he's with me. He loves me. Okay, he has kids over there, but he still loves me. And he would never do to me what he did to her. And like I said before, and she probably was thinking the same thing, that he's not going to do to me what he did to the other baby mother. Come on, women and men. This is not just for the women. It's for the men also. Because you look at people, you look at them from the outside, and you think, this is the person for me. Just because he looks like that, it does not always mean that he's the person for you. And again, just because he has multiple or she has multiple baby daddies or baby, it doesn't mean that he's not the person for you, because in this day and time, it's really, really hard to find someone who doesn't have a baby mother, who doesn't have a baby father. But at the same time, if there's drama going on in that relationship, is this something that you want to put yourself into? Do you want to put yourself in a situation that every time you and this person is together, you know, she's calling and, you know, and she's nagging, oh, the baby needs this, the baby needs it, and the baby don't need anything. But just because she knows that he's there with you, now let me call and let me just bother this person. And vice versa, because you know what? She can do the same thing. Oh, I know he's with her, so I'm going to call him. No, you don't have to settle, because I think that if people set boundaries and they get all of this stuff straight from the very first beginning, I really don't think they have anything to worry about. But at the same time, why settle? If you know that it's something that you can do better or someone better out there for you, do not settle because you don't have to. Here's another one. No goals or purpose. So everybody probably saying, well, what do you mean when you say no goals or no purpose? You think that this person is the right person for you. This is your soulmate. This is the person that you want to spend your life with. But you say to that person, where do you see yourself in the next month? I'm not even going to say 5 years. Where do you see yourself in the next month? If that person can't say to you where they see themselves or their purpose just for being here on this earth, because I feel everybody has a purpose for being here. It takes some people longer than others to figure out their purpose, but everybody has a purpose for being here. So if you say to him, or if you say to her, so where do you see yourself within the next month? And he looks at you and he goes, or she goes, I'm not sure. I don't know what I want to do. Maybe that's not your Romeo, or maybe that's not your Juliet. Because if you ask someone what they're planning on doing within the next month and they can't tell you, that means they don't have no plans at all. Because if they had plans for doing something, they would be able to tell you, this is the plans that I have. So you say to somebody, you say to me, what do you see yourself doing within the next month? I see myself taking a test. I see myself growing. I see myself getting into real estate. I see myself building my show. I see myself building my brand. If a person can't tell you what they see themselves doing, they have nothing that they're doing. So why would you settle for that person? When you out, you beating yourself in the head, you killing yourself trying to make ends meet. But this person is with you, whether it be male or female, and they don't have a plan. If they don't have a plan, why are you settling to be with that person? Because eventually their no plan will become your no plan. Because when people be together for a while, what happens to them is they start to copy each other and they start to be the same as each other. So if that person has no purpose or no goal, guess what? Soon you won't have a purpose or a goal either. In and out of jail. I love him. So I'm not going to go any place. When he gets out of jail, I'm going to be right here for him when he gets out of jail. Okay. That's cute. And that's that fairy tale thing. But if he really loved you and he really wanted to build with you or be a part of something with you, do you think he'd be in and out of jail? No. So he in and out of jail. So you take that bus ride and you going up to see him every week. But when you get there and you check that list, there's somebody else that's doing the exact same thing. But you're going to settle because you're going to sit there and you're going to wait for this joker to get out of jail. He's going to be back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But you're going to sit there and wait for him to get out of jail because you love him, right? Because he's your soulmate. And this is what it's supposed to be. That is not your Romeo. Or should I say, that is not your Juliet. Because if it was your Romeo and your Juliet, that person would be out here helping you to build, to take care of things. There wouldn't be any reason where you would have to hop on a bus to go see that person. And especially when you get there and somebody else is there too. That is not your Romeo. That is not that person's Romeo. That's just Mr. Right Now. And it has nothing to do with love or anything like that. But nobody wants to be alone, so you settle for this. So when he gets out of jail, everybody want to have this big party. Oh, my man is home, my man is home. You having a party, she having a party, and everybody else is having a party. So then you done spent all that time running back and forth to see this person. You done spent all this time putting money in his commissary and all this right here to make sure that he have money. You done accepted all these collect calls and stuff like that. But when he get home or she get home, they don't even have 5 minutes for you because now they have all these other people that they've already made promises to. So this is where they have to be. But you still say, this is my Romeo or my Juliet, and I'm going to sit here until they come home. No, that's not your Romeo, and that's not your Juliet. If a person does not have any respect for you, how can he be your Romeo or your Juliet and he doesn't have any respect for you? If a man comes in, he's cursing at you. He's calling you all kinds of names. He's throwing stuff at you. He's acting like a fool. That ain't no Romeo. Hey, Cece, how you doing, sweetie? That's not a Romeo. A man that truly loves you and respects you, he's not going to call you out of your name. Let me tell you something right here. You guys know I never use any type of profanity or anything like that on my show. But if a man calls you a bitch, he's definitely not your Romeo. Because for one, you're not a bitch. And for two, you shouldn't allow anybody to call you that to start off. But if he's your man and he's claiming that he loves you and he cares for you, why is he calling you out of your name? You know what I'm saying? He doesn't love you. He's not your Romeo. Let him continue. Let him move on. If he doesn't respect your parents, he doesn't respect his parents, how can he be your Romeo and how can he respect you? A man that doesn't respect his own mother, you know he's not going to respect you either. His mother gave birth to him and he's calling her bitches and he's calling her all sorts of names and he's throwing stuff at her. So if he's not, hey, Deidre, thanks, sweetie. If he's doing this to her, what do you think that he's going to do to you? The minute he gets mad with you, what do you think that he's going to do to you? And because I put it out there like that, I want to take it a little step further. Some people think that when they date outside of their race, and trust me, I have nothing against it. But some people feel that when they date outside of their race, that they stepped up. So now I found my Romeo, I found my Juliet. Okay, that's what you think. But trust me, when they get upset with you and they call you a nigger or they call you a cracker, you can't get mad because this is your Romeo. This is your Juliet. This is what you've been waiting for. This is the person that you thought that was going to make all these wonderful things happen for you. Everybody you meet is not your Romeo and not your Juliet. You got to take time to really get to know these people so that you can see what's going on. Now, I've never dated outside my race. I've never had any interest in doing it. But there are people that I know, and they do it. And they say, you know what? Oh, he got upset with me, and he called me a nigga. Well, what do you think he was going to call you? He probably called you a bitch and a nigga. That's no respect. You got to remember, if you don't think highly of yourself, nobody else is going to think highly of you either. You have to put yourself on the top, regardless of where the next person is going to put you at. If you meet a person, and I know I'm going through a lot because different people was telling me different things, so I had to mesh it together so it fits for men and women. But this is big. If you meet him or her, and they don't have a FICO score or they don't know what a FICO score is, run. Why? Because if that person does not have a FICO score, they don't know what it is. That means when it comes down to credit and responsibility, they know nothing about it. Nothing. If they say to you, I have a great credit score and my credit score is 500. 500 is not a credit score. 500 is somebody who's trying to build and trying to start. I'm not knocking you down if you got a 500 because you know you do have room to work to get it up to 800. But I'm saying this right here. If you meet somebody and that's where his credit score is at, or that's where her credit score is at, and they're constantly trying to get you to get your credit score at the same place where their credit score is by saying, you know what, we should get a credit card. We should buy this. We should buy that. We should go on vacation. Let's rent this. Let's rent that. When you get these credit cards and stuff, you know there's a bill that comes along with it. Credit cards mean you get it now. You walk outside the door with it now, but a month from there, you got to put some money on that. And if you meet somebody who doesn't know anything about credit, they're going to just think, okay, you know what? You got this right here. You can leave because guess what? You don't have to pay for this until you get ready. No. So now you sit there and you're running up your credit. You're doing all this right. Now this person already got a 500. Say you got a 800. Because the worst thing you can do is have an 800 credit score to drop down to like 500. Because you know what? You were messed up. Now you want to buy a house. Now you want to buy a car. You want to get a cell phone. You can't get anything now because your credit is messed up. But you're with this person and you're in love. And this person has you doing all these crazy things. How is this person helping you? What up, Trey? How you doing? Give my baby a kiss, all right? What is this person gonna do for you in the long run? So now your credit is bad. This person's credit is bad. And 9 times out of 10, the next thing is gonna be the rent. So now the rent is messed up. Now you're kicked out of this place. You gotta find yourself another place to live, right? But now when you have to go find this other place to live, the thing about that too is you got to have credit. But you say this is your Romeo, this is your Juliet, right? But this person there has messed up your credit. Your credit is just like their credit. So now who's going to come and save you? This person can't save you because this person put you in a situation where you're at. And this person who you thought was your Romeo or your Juliet, now that they realize they can't get anything else from you, they're out. See you, know what I'm saying? But you were in love because this person is my Romeo. This person is my Juliet. He said that he loves me. She said that she loves me. Love is a term of endearment. In this day and time, as people, you have to be able to work together. Nobody can do this by themselves. You got to be able to work together. In most families, you got to have 2 incomes. You know what I'm saying? That in and out of jail thing, it was cute when we were little kids. We're adults now. It's time for us to grow up and get ourselves together because there's nothing cute about that anymore. The baby mamas and stuff, listen, like I said, I don't knock anybody. Listen, this is my mind, my thought. I don't knock you because whatever you do is on you. But if you see something that he did to somebody else, you going to make a baby with this person too? This person is saying, I got this kid. He don't take care of this kid. The baby needs Pampers. I'm doing all this by myself. This person is in child support court. This person is doing all this different stuff. But this is your Romeo, right? So you go out, you have a baby by the same person. Now you in the same situation where that person is now. You sitting there, you crying. You guys can get together and have conversations now because he's nobody's Romeo. I'm saying all of this right here to say to everybody, whether it be male or female, you don't have to settle for anything. I mean, there's so many people out there, and everybody's not bad. Everybody's not good. But the first person that you see, you ain't got to fall in love with that person. Just because that person said, baby, I love you. If you don't love that person back, you tell them, yo, thank you. But you know what? I'm not there yet. I'm still trying to get to know you. He's not your Romeo. She's not your Juliet. You can be with people for 50 years because people think, okay, we live together, so I know how this person is. I'm going to be with this person the rest of my life. Then you get married and you see a different side of that person. So I'm saying, not that everybody's bad, not that everybody's good. I'm just saying that everybody that you see is not your Romeo. I'm saying, be careful. Pick and choose. Look, you don't have to rush into anything. If you want to be with somebody, you want to be with somebody for a lifetime. My husband and I, we've been together for a lifetime. Has it always been good times? No. Has it always been bad times? No. But we stuck through it. Is he my Romeo? You best believe he's my Romeo. Because no matter what we went through, we managed to get through it together. I'm looking at my list here of my people here, and I see my nephew. He's here. Trayshawn, he's married to my niece Brittany. Are they each other Romeo and Juliet? 100%. They've been together since high school. I guess maybe even elementary school. And at the same time, hey Marina, how are you? At the same time, they're each other's Romeo and Juliet. Why? No matter what happened, they both stayed together. They build with each other. As young kids, they build with each other. So when they decided, let's live together, they did it together, not separate. They both came to the table like this, evenly bringing stuff to the table. When they decided to get married, they decided to get married to each other. They both, again, came to the table just like this. So now they're married. They have one baby, one on the way. They have a house. They have their car. But they're like this right here, Romeo and Juliet. Nobody has any back drama, nothing going back and forth and stuff like that. That's what you call a true Romeo and Juliet. I'm quite sure there are some more Romeo and Juliets out here also. I can only go by the names that I see on the bottom of the screen. So now that I've explained all of that to you guys, don't leave your significant other. Just take time out to get to know them. You don't have to get up and leave. Just be careful with what you do. Be careful of who you fall in love with, because everything good to you definitely ain't good for you. Like they say, everything that shiver ain't gold. Everything that say I love you does not mean I love you. I love you sometimes is just a term of endearment. And remember, the way you get them is the way that you're gonna lose them also. I'm losing my voice. I'm gonna bring this to an end. But like I always say, all good things must come to an end. And with all good things coming to an end, I need you guys to do a couple of things for me. When I say a couple of things, the things that I need for you guys to do for me is to go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to DeMaka Management. That's DEMAKA Management. Subscribe and watch all my shows. I have old shows there as well as my new shows. So if you missed them, go there so that you can watch them. You can go to my merchandise is on demaka.bandcamp.com. I didn't say that right. demaka.bandcamp.com. You go there, you can purchase merchandise. We have bottles, t-shirts, and bags for right now, but I will be adding other stuff. Also, you can download from my podcast there. And so whenever you can't watch the show, you can always listen to, whether you walking, running, or whatever you're doing, you can always listen to what I'm saying. When you go to my YouTube or even on after my live feed, leave comments, good, bad, and indifferent. Leave comments, because I do go back and I do answer your comments, because your comments are very important to me. Let me see. It's so much stuff that's going on there. I want to help out other people that's starting out businesses, other entrepreneurs or whatever. So if you have a business and you want me to sponsor you on the show, reach out to me. I will. If you have something like a t-shirt, a hat, or something that you want me to wear, just send it to me. I will give you your props on the show. I guess that's it. So the only other thing that I can say is we have about 2 more shows that are left. And I know that I started out sort of serious with the shows, and then I like sort of wind down to not be so serious. But my mind, my thoughts, you never know what's going to go on. But other than that, I just want you guys to tune in every Sunday night at 8:30 live to watch me and to find out what's going on in my mind. And again, if anybody wants to come on the show, please reach out to me and let me know. Love each and every one of you guys, and I'll see you next week. Good night.